Hey guys, today is Wednesday. So yesterday for writing, you guys should have done your flash draft, just kind of getting all your initial thoughts on the paper so that now we can go back and revise. All right, so today we're going to be focusing on the introduction and the conclusion. So you know from our past writings that the intro and conclusion should kind of be connected, which is why we want to work on them together, which is why we're going to put the introduction and conclusion in one day. All right, so remember the introduction, it's also called a lead, all right? And so our goal here is to hook our readers in, all right? We want to get them interested so that they continue to read our feature article. All right, so on this page, there are several different ideas on how we can do that. We can use a quote, we can use an anecdote, which is like a short story, probably about something that has to do with our topic, a statistic or a fact, something surprising, a question, allusion, which is figurative language that we use in reading. And remember, that's when we are referencing, something that's kind of popular in our society, whether that be a work of art, literature, could also be like a celebrity, just something that is widely known. And then lastly, any other figurative language. All right, so for example, they used a simile, a creamy chocolate bar is like a slice of heaven. All right, to hook their reader in. So one of the best ways that we can do this to kind of figure out what lead we want to do is to try two of them out. So for this first part, what I want you to do is I want you to think, which two do I feel like, I could probably write about. So for me, remember my topic is seizures in dogs. And so the first thing that jumps out to me is that anecdote, that brief story, maybe telling a little bit about when Athena, kind of has one of her little mini seizures. Another one, might be, maybe this figurative language. All right. It's kind of scary when it happens. So maybe I can compare that fear to a fear of something else. So at the bottom, it says choose two of the above leads and try them out for size. See if kind of they work. All right. If you find, you pick two and then you kind of go to start writing it, but you have no idea what to say, maybe that's not a good one. All right. Maybe try a different one. All right. So I think the one I'm going to try for my model here is going to be my short story. That's one that's kind of standing out to me first thing. So I might say, so early in the morning, I can feel something. Make sure you guys can see that. I turn, and I think my pencils run out of lead. And Athena's head is shaking up and down. I have no idea what's happening. Oops, I forgot my tea. And I don't know what to do. There we go. It's a good kind of lead. All right, so then I would, go to my figurative language. I'd first think about what figurative language I want to use, and then I would try it out. And then from there, I would pick which one that I like best. All right, so that is how we do our introduction. Now we're going to be going to our conclusion here. All right, and so our conclusion, it's kind of how we wrap up our writing. All right, we want to, finish out leaving our reader with a lasting impact so that they don't kind of feel like they're left hanging, right? So just like introductions, there are kind of several ways that we can go about this. We don't just want to say, in conclusion or to wrap up. All right, we don't just want to restate what we already said. We have to kind of leave them, almost like with our introduction, we, bring them in with a hook. We kind of have to leave them with this impact. All right, so just like on the intro page, there are a couple ideas that you could do here. Our first one would be a reflection. All right, so this one, you would kind of put a little bit of your own thoughts or your own feelings into it. You can see the person who put this example obviously is talking about chocolate. So they talked about, it's more than just a treat that we give on Valentine's Day. It provides us with a simple pleasure in a stressful world. All right, they're reflecting on chocolate and how it's important to them. This next one's circular, and that's where we would kind of relate back to what we said in the introduction. Okay, so for this one, they said their introduction, there's one kind of candy that dentists should promote, chocolate. It has an antibacterial effect and can even protect against tooth decay. So in their conclusion, they might say, so keep eating all of the dark chocolate you want. It might just give your dentist a reason to break into their happy dance, or her happy dance. So they related it back to what they said in the introduction. I feel like a lot of times that's kind of tricky for us. So, this one, just keep that in mind. A recommendation, right? So that's maybe where you would give somebody advice, or, kind of give them something to do with their topic. And then lastly, again, we can also end with a quote. So it's up to you. So just like we did with the introduction, you're going to pick 2 of these. I know there's not as many choices, but that's okay. Pick 2 of them and try them out. See if it works. All right, so pick which 2 stand out. For me, I know the reflection, and then honestly, probably the circular. I think maybe I can tie it back to what I just wrote, and about kind of that fear I had. And how now when it happens, I kind of, I'm doing this, I guess, instead of writing it. Now I kind of have this sense of, okay, I know what's going on and I know how to break her out of it. So it's more, instead of waking up and being scared for Athena, I can, I'm waking up and I know exactly what I need to do. I have a job that I need to get done. All right. And for my reflection, maybe I reflect, just kind of on the importance of my dog and how much she means to me and how much I care for her. So, I want the best for her and I want her to get better. I guess so I kind of talked through those. But just kind of in short, I can reflect on how much I care for my teeth, kind of how much I care for Athena and want her to get better. And then for my other one, when I wake up, I'm still scared, but I know what to do. So you guys can't see that, do to make her better. All right. So then I have my 2 examples. So then again, I would pick which one I, really feel strongest with, and I would expand on it a little bit. All right. So at the end of the day, we kind of want to have our introduction done and our conclusion. So use these ideas to help you, kind of get some ideas going if you're struggling. And then hopefully we can get the beginning and the end of our writing so that tomorrow we can focus on those text features. All right. So good luck, guys. And if you have any questions, please let us know.